This video provides a startling summary of the status of the New World Order as we move into the new year of 2022. The global response to COVID-19 has revealed the true status of the New World Order and its leaders. The true status is more threatening than previously believed by this community. We have now reached 4 major conclusions. The New World Order is not some far-off future threat. Much of the New World Order infrastructure is, in fact, already in place. The organization that many believe to be driving a great reset and the New World Order, the World Economic Forum, is a stalking horse, a decoy, designed to draw attention away from the real leaders of globalism. The real leaders of globalism and the New World Order are the global corporations, the foundations, the super rich, and some royalty. Finally, because of the influence exerted on the US government by these vested interests, the very Constitution of the United States of America has become critically unbalanced and no longer supports democracy, freedom, and the First Amendment. These conclusions present a much darker and more imminent, dangerous threat to our lives than we had previously believed. This community will produce further videos in the new year of 2022 that will provide greater detail and perspective. But for now, here are some brief points to back up our conclusions. Much of the New World Order is already in place. For many years, a collection of like-minded individuals have been groomed and assisted into government by the global elite. The tool used has often been the World Economic Forum. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, these global appointees have acted in unison while at the same time vying with each other to see who could implement the most authoritarian mandates. Like the proverbial elephant in the room, they hide in plain sight their global intentions. We need global cooperation, not walls, said Angela Merkel. In empathy with this statement, she allowed at least 1 million refugees into Germany. Boris Johnson allows boatloads of illegal immigrants to cross from France into the UK each day. Joe Biden allows thousands of illegal immigrants to cross the US border. Not to be outdone, Justin Trudeau plans to welcome over 400,000 new immigrants to Canada each year. Each country is gradually losing its national identity. And why are we saying that despite their great influence, the World Economic Forum is a stalking horse designed to draw attention away from the real leaders of globalism? Upon close examination, it becomes clear that the World Economic Forum follows a pattern repeated in the United Nations, the World Health Organization, and other organizations. In 1971, 2 undistinguished, unremarkable people, Klaus Schwab and his wife Hilda, established the World Economic Forum. The question must be asked, is it feasible that this young couple could grow the World Economic Forum from virtually nothing in 1971 to the organization it is today without the invisible backing of powerful, influential, and above all, rich sponsors? One very well-known sponsor and mentor of Klaus Schwab was and is Henry Kissinger. And here we can see the repeating pattern. as in the United Nations, an undistinguished and grateful puppet of the global elite is sponsored and elected. The puppet will do and say as it is told and will promote the cause of globalism. The same pattern is used in the World Health Organization. The overall method can be summarized as appoint a puppet as head of the organization, appoint further puppets in national governments and global organizations, create a global problem, for example climate change, net zero, COVID-19, attain global agreement on how to fix the problem, create a sense of urgency using a corrupt mainstream media, pull the strings on the puppets as and when required. And so it is with the World Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab is merely an appointed figurehead that will promote the cause of globalism in line with the global elite pulling his strings. The past 2 years have seen a global economic crisis, large-scale unemployment, restrictions on freedom, and a fundamental reduction in our quality of life. Yet, the global rich have got richer. There can be little doubt that the real leaders of globalism are the great global corporations, the billion-dollar foundations, the super-rich, and some royalty. This final conclusion, in fact, applies to practically all the countries in the West. The 3 pillars of a democratic government, the executive, the judicial, and the legislative, were designed to prevent any one pillar holding too much power. However, 2021 has shown that our governments, the executive pillar, have been able to exercise authoritarian powers in the name of a self-proclaimed emergency. With a few exceptions, the checks and balances of the judiciary and legislative have gone missing in action. The 3 pillars are no longer counterbalanced. The power now in the hands of the executive has removed this democratic balance and allows, as just one example, highly qualified scientists and doctors to be banned from platforms such as Twitter merely because they disagree with the policies being carried out by the executive. We have singled out the US as it is the virtual leader of the West, and an undemocratic United States could wreak havoc in all Western countries. In summary, the power now exerted by capital gain has risen above that of political authority. And unless resisted, we will go back 500 years when idle monarchs and nobles seek to increase their own wealth and power at the expense of the people who are left in poverty and misery. We must resist. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. You may also want to support this channel by buying me a coffee. You can click on this link for direct access.